Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The topic for today is going to be what is database. See, this is the first video in this whole playlist and the target should be that how we can understand that how database works, what is database and why we are doing this course. Okay, so without wasting your time, let's move forward. So let's talk about database. So see, number one, what is database? Database, you guys can assume database as a cabinet of files. Okay, it's a cabinet of files. Now, I'm not talking about structured or unstructured data at the moment. So simply, what is database? You can say database is a cabinet of file, or also you can say it's collection of data is called database. Now here you can take one example. Okay, as I said, the cabinet of files. So most of you would have seen the cabinet of file in all those government offices, maybe in the movies or in pictures. So you know that whole structure where you have so many files and each file belongs to some different work. Okay, so that whole collection is known as a database, because database is not usually created just for one purpose. One database is used by so many teams in different company. Now one more real life example, let me talk about it. So let's say there are so many farmers in a village. Okay, now so many farmers are producing, let's say, rice. So there is a warehouse. Let me draw it so that it will be much more easy to understand. So there is a warehouse in a village where so many farmers are producing rice. So this is the warehouse. Then we have second thing is farmers, and they are producing rice. Now all these farmers want to store their rice packets. They, let's say, they are producing very good amount of rice, but they don't have enough places in their house, so they want to rent out this particular place, which is a very big area. Okay, so now let's say we have 10 farmers and each farmer have 10 packets of rice, let's say. So each farmer have 10 packets of rice. Now in this warehouse it can accommodate more than 1000 rice packet. Okay, now I'll, as a farmer, I go to warehouse and ask the manager, I want to put my rice in it. Warehouse person will say, okay, you can use this, but you have to pay me. Simple, you have to pay me dollars. So that's how the concept works. As a farmer, you will give them some rent to put your rice packets there. Now, so there are small cabins, let's say, like this. All these cabins can be utilized to keep rice. So let's say one farmer go here. So the manager of warehouse gives this block to farmer number 1. He put all his rice packet. Then this is to farmer number 2. Similarly, gives farmer number 3, farmer number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So every farmer have their packets stored in the database. So now you have the database. What is database? Now that is concept is coming here. See how you are keeping all these rice packets when the farmer will come and they will ask, where are my packets? So as a manager, you need to manage that in which container the rices are stored for which farmer. You need to maintain all that information. You cannot give this compartment number 2 rice packet to farmer number 1, obviously, because they do not belong to this farmer. Now, as I said, there are a couple of things. Farmers, then you have warehouse, then you have manager, and you have rice. So farmer go to warehouse, manager, and store the stuff there. So farmer went to both of them. Now This manager is keeping track of everything which is happening inside the warehouse. So this whole warehouse is a database. Now this is an example of a database. Now this manager, who is a person we are assuming, so now this manager is known as database manager. All these rice packets are your data. It can be banking data, it can be healthcare data, or any type of data. Okay, so that is independent of what type of data you are storing. Basically, this is the farmer, pillar number 1. This is warehouse, which is your database. Then you have manager, which is your database manager, and rice is a data here. Now some of the farmer can contain wheat also, that is also a data. Some of the farmer want to put some other maybe vegetables, that is also data. Now the manager has assigned each pockets to different farmers. Now it's their part what they want to keep in there. Simple. Now to interact as a farmer with this warehouse and the manager, you need a language. Okay, farmer will have to tell the manager, right? Without telling, the manager will not be able to understand what farmer want to do. This communication language is known as SQL. Especially we are going to talk about relational and non-relational very soon, but for now just understand that data is 3 type of data you have generally. Okay, type of data is 3 type of data. You have structured data, which is mostly stored in the form of tables in the databases, which we are going to use in this particular course. That's what the target is, and SQL serves this. Okay, so now understand that the structured data will be handled with SQL. Then there is second type of data, which is non-structured, which is like some example. Let's say we talk about social media. Okay, so in social media you have so many data which is very unstructured, like you have videos, then you have audios. All of them are totally non-structured data, because you cannot understand the trend of that particular single video, right? So in that way SQL is not used there, so we don't use SQL here. And then we have semi-structured data, which is in the form of like Excel sheets or CSV file, Excel, CSV. All this is semi-structured. Non-structured is social media data. My focus in this course is going to be this structured data, which is there in companies, in banks, healthcare company, and they are actually needing data engineers like you guys. They can query the data, and then they can basically prepare the either databases, they can prepare reports, or they can send all this data to the client. Okay, so that's how the structure is going to be. Now I hope this is pretty much clear to all of you that what is a database and how we are using SQL here. And by this example of farmers, I think this actually clears all that out. Okay, on that note I am going to conclude this video. From next video I am going to touch upon what is the relational database, what is non-relational database, what are the type of databases we have in total with name, and what are the technology we actually learn to handle all of those databases. On that note, I will take a leave from all of you. All the best everybody, and make sure that you are fully focused in all these videos, because I am basically building concepts here. We are not using any coding as of now. Very soon we are going to start the coding in MySQL, and I will help you to install MySQL Workbench also. So don't worry on that. Okay guys, all the best. I'll see you in the next video.